I'm in the booth. Don't shoot. Which I need some proof.
Introducing
Watch my
the
videos,
2
man.
racks a
2
week
racks a week.
challenge.
Ronnie Speed. Yeah, Ronnie Speed. Ronnie Speed. When I drive, I make
video, and then where you were just showing all your 2500. I said, okay, all right, that's we did with that.
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
When I drive, I make 2 racks a week. Ronnie Speed. Yeah, Ronnie Speed. 60 hours. 2 racks a week.
What's going on, people? Ronnie Speed coming back. Man, you know what time it is, man. Here we have another 2 racks a week winner. His name is Talon. He is in the Los Angeles area. So tell him a little bit about yourself, what platform you've been driving, and how much money did you make?
I'm Tyrone. I got in the Uber, started off in San Diego driving. I started off on Uber. So I was loyal to Uber. I was hitting the 2 racks a week on their platform.
Okay.
But it kind of dried up. I noticed it was drying up whenever baseball, was up, like it was depending on certain stuff. So I moved to LA. I only been to LA 2 months. So I've been doing Lyft out here. And Lyft a lot of times got $18 streets. So I'm always hitting that like early morning from 5 to 6, it'll be $18 for 3 in a row on top of your surge. And then if you do it long enough, you get like an extra 300 for like say 100 something rides.
Right.
So I was on the Uber. I'll be back and forth and testing them out to see which one worked better for me, but I've been on Lyft. I hit 2,700 and I really could have hit more because I missed out on a couple $18, just faulty cancellations, like stuff like that. I missed out on a good 150. I probably worked about a good 60 hours. It said I worked 71, but sometimes I was joyriding, just had it on,
Right.
So it was really smooth, bro. And I'm noticing, like, as far as fuel, like I'm able to really make money with Lyft. This week I've been testing Uber because Uber got the new area thing where you can do it for like 2 hours. You can stay in a certain area.
Right.
I'm like, that give you a little more flexibility. So I've been on there, but that's my rideshare story, man. Like, as far as like me doing it, I get tipped the most when I dress good, bro. It's just something about it, bro. Like, and I met a guy, he was driving an Escalade and he was dressed nice and he was like, man, go to the suit place and they got like a chauffeur's package. And I'm like, man, I've been carrying myself like a driver. Like sometimes I have my slippers on, I have a hoodie on. I'm like, I was acting like a driver. I need to act like a chauffeur. So I started wearing this suit. Like I just started just putting dressier clothes on, and I realized my tips went up.
Right. Hold up, real quick. So tell the audience again exactly how many hours did you drive in? What was the final amount?
It had me at 71 on Lyft.
Okay, 71 hours.
But I could tell you, I don't feel like I drove 70. I feel like I probably drove about 63, like something like that, like actual drive time.
So 71, and you say it was like 2,700?
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, not too bad.
Okay.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. So like before we get to like the appearance part, and you said you used to drive Uber and Lyft. Like because a lot of people have opinions about this platform is better than this one. What do you think is most important to you as far as should people focus on like certain platforms, or do you think hours and putting the time is more important?
I think the grind is more important. Both platforms are good and they both provide a different type of flexibility. So in my mind, like from my studies, Uber is more of a long-term commitment. Like I want you got 4 days to do a certain promotion, and on a weekend they give you another promotion. Whereas Lyft is more of like, once you get to the promotion part, it's long-term, but you have all these short-term $18 consecutive, $15 consecutive. It's more of that. Right. So it's not, I find it's more like flexible, But Uber, you can make more. I think you can make more if you commit it.
what inspired you to start doing rideshare?
So I was working with this moving company.
Mhm.
I ended up starting my own moving company actually for a little while. So I was doing that. I was getting the leads, calling people, getting the leads, getting the team together. That was kind of stressful. And but I had a car. Had Uber on the side. I was doing it part time.
Mhm.
And I'm like, at the time I started off doing food, Uber Eats. I was
Okay.
doing that, and it was cool. I'm like, but a lot of times I get into these restaurants, food not ready. So I'm like, I know this ain't for me because my patience. Like with people, I just pick them up. So I started doing it more, and I seen where the money not that, the money
Yeah.
not bad.
Right.
So I ended up stopped doing the moving thing because it was too stressful, too much. And I started doing this full time. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I could leverage these connections. I could build a whole nother business within Uber because I'm meeting people, I'm sharing my music with people, I'm connecting with people with different things, marketing, it's all kind of things. So I'm like, I want to do this full time. And I did it. I made 2 grand with Uber.
Okay. That was your first week doing it, or?
No, that was my first week because I missed out
Mhm.
on all my promotions and
Right.
everything. Like my first month doing it, I wasn't consistent enough to get how you get that extra 800 for a referral.
Right.
I didn't get none of that because I wasn't that consistent. But once I started about that second month, I started really doing it. I'm like, man, like you can make money,
Right. Hell,
and fuel
man.
wasn't that crazy,
Yeah. So tell the audience about exactly how did that feel, coming from, doing like the moving gig, then you switched over to doing Uber. Now you got your freedom. Tell the
It
audience,
felt
like, how did
good.
that
It
feel?
felt
How did that
good.
freedom feel?
It felt amazing because I got a trucker's background. So I'm
Mhm.
26, so I kind of did a lot at a young age, but I got my CDL probably like 21, 22. I was doing that for a while. And it was like, with that, they call you, you get a load, yes or no,
Mhm.
and it's like, if you say no, no, ain't no telling when they gonna call you again. With Uber, I turn it on, ding, 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 something coming through, no
Mhm.
matter what. Like, I wait, no matter what, something coming through. So it felt really good to have that freedom to be able to go eat whenever I want to, you know. And if I treat it right, if I respect it right, it's gonna do good by me because I got all these opportunities. If
Mhm.
one ride get canceled, another one coming. So it's like, and now they putting packages in the back of the car. So it's just like it felt good, bro.
Yeah.
It felt really good.
Yeah, man. Same here, man. That's exactly how I felt, once I, got that freedom and I got a taste of it. And, man, I just couldn't go back. Seemed like doing rideshare, like Uber and Lyft, has provided you a lot of benefits. And I can see you've been growing as a person, especially what you was telling me earlier, as far as you
Mhm,
met a guy, you start taking your, appearance a little bit better. Like you said, you dressing
mhm.
up. Like how's that been going for you? And talk about some of the ways that you grew and you developed your mindset from driving Uber and Lyft.
I've grown a lot, especially like in like one of my passions, which is music. I'm able to connect with people that's in the music industry, and it's just it's good just being able to learn from people, bro. Like some of the conversations I'm having, bro, I would have never had if I was at a bar. I would have never met the mayor. I had the mayor in the back of my car the other day.
Mm,
He told me at the end of the ride, I would have never known, but I'm having such a good conversation with him about Louis Armstrong and Miles Davis. And, it's just, I would have never met him anywhere else. You know what
right.
I'm saying? So, and as far as the appearance, it's like, sometimes I'm sure you experience it. Sometimes you might have to hop out the car. You never know who you might
Yeah.
meet. Somebody might invite you to an event
True.
like a Kendrick Lamar release, but you don't know what it is,
Yeah.
bro.
Right. Right.
But if you ready for it, you ready to go. You don't have slippers on, Like I see some drivers when I go to the airport, and it's like I just feel like, especially me, bro. Like as a black man, I just feel so good. Like just when I drive, like I'm telling you, I did the studies. The tips be on point, bro.
Mm,
Like along with like the dude you had on here a couple weeks ago, he was like he opened the door and all that.
yeah.
That's lovely. Like that's so good. But like the trunks, opening the trunks and just dressing good, bro. Like just I know it. I know it works, bro. And I feel like that was gonna take you to 3 grand. It's gonna be 3 grand a week because that 27 wasn't hard. I know I could have hit 3 grand. And it all started from me just presenting myself like this, like telling you.
Right. Right. And see, like you slowly but surely, figure out other ways, to increase like your income from, providing excellent customer service. Now
Yeah.
you dressing up, you know, um,
And
and why do you think people do not make $2,000?
because they don't take it serious. Some people feel like I don't have some people tell me, yeah, I don't never tell nobody I do it full time because they like it's like a thing with rideshare. They feel like some people feel like it's not a job. I don't know, bro. It's like one of those things. Like, but I feel like it's for who it's for.
Yeah,
Like I can make 2 grand, 3 grand a week during this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And chill the next week. Like you could really make more than that. It's certain system. You really it's an algorithm to it. Like, and it's only getting better. So it's like at some point, I just it's good, bro. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I'm a logistics guy, bro. Like I'm a logistics guy, and I like even my music. This is a whole nother thing I learned too. My pops put me on this. Now I used to be playing my type of music, right?
Mhm.
Whatever that might be young boy, it might be, you know what I'm saying, whoever it is. Like, but now I play a lot of jazz music. And I
Okay.
love jazz like Louis Armstrong. I play a lot of Louis Armstrong, Miles Davis. I play real like just good music, not too many words, just as far as the frequency. I always keep the frequency happy. I always keep it good. And I found that worked for me. I'm able to drive longer because mentally I'm not just actively listening to music. Um, but to answer your question, 2 grand, bro, it's easy, bro. It's not hard to do.
It's,
It's easy no
man,
matter.
man, it's really not, man. I can tell you a passionate person, man. I could see the energy, and I knew you was a logistical person, man. How you was breaking everything down. I'm just listening. I'm like, yeah, he got it figured out. Damn. So what besides, dressing nice, how else or what else would you recommend, for new drivers, people who are,
Yo,
about to
smell.
start?
Oh,
Okay.
bro, I ain't even cut you out, bro. But make sure your car is smelling good, bro. It makes me so good when people, oh, your car smells so nice. Like, and then most girls they carry themselves so elegantly, queens. They always smelling good. So it's like if they get in a car that's smelling good, it's just it all go together. Make sure
Yeah.
your car, if you're in California, make sure if you smoking weed, it's getting hot. Don't have your car smelling like weed for the people who hot box their car, like because I done heard stories, like don't just make sure it's clean, make sure it's fresh, bro. Like just make sure your car is like make sure because don't make sure you don't got no bird poop on your car. Keep your car clean. Like really treat this like your business. Your car is your business. Like it's people getting in and outside your car. It's marketing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you gotta really respect it because you might not be doing Uber for long if you do it right. If you want passive income, this can be your launch pad. And it's for young people. It's really like it's for old and young, but you know, it's for whoever you want to be an entrepreneur, bro. I feel like this is the entrepreneurs market. You really have to have faith because if your transmission go out, you got to get another car or go rent from Uber.
Right.
Like you, all the responsibility on you. Your gas, your business, how you do your credit, everything is on you. So I just love it, bro. Like,
I could tell.
I swear, I love it, bro. Like,
Yeah, man, I could tell, man. I could really tell how, like I said, how you breaking, everything down, man. So like I said, you a fiery person. I knew, I was gonna feel that energy, like when we was talking to each other behind the scenes, man. So like, what is your why, man? Like, how you have so much energy and you could keep going and find all
my
these
why.
benefits from doing this. Yeah, what keeps you going?
All right. So my thing is music, bro. Like, that's my main passion, music and logistics. So I
Mhm.
got a finance background. I studied finance in school. I want to finish that. And I think, rideshare is going to give me the opportunity to go back to school to finish it, as well as expand myself as an artist, like a
Okay.
songwriter, producer, you know, like being in LA, being in this market. It's just been good for me, and
Yeah.
rideshare is like the anchor in that because you know I'm riding around, bro, and you're meeting people, which you need to meet people. It's healthy. You having different conversations, you're learning. Like And my why is just always just to get better. When people ask me about my music and being an artist, I'm the artist and the sponge. Even in business, I'm the entrepreneur and the sponge because I'm learning and I never want to not be learning. So, you know, on a lot of these rides, bro, if I ask somebody what they, most of the time I ask them what they do because I feel like you know what I'm doing. You
Yeah.
see them doing Uber, so it should be fair grounds for me to know what you do. And like, I'm picking
Yeah.
their brain. I don't care what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking to try to like see how much money you make or whatever. I'm asking because I genuinely have an interest in like jobs and like how stuff work and processes because it all ties to Uber. You know, it all ties to rideshare. If you know it's the area with a lot of nurses and stuff, you know most of them travel. They gonna be moving around. You know, if
Yeah.
you in an area with a lot of events, you know, okay, boom,
Yep.
like you just it's a way to do everything, man. It's the way to move and the way the
Yeah, man.
city
It's
move.
like following trends. Like you following the trend, man. Like you talk to so many people, you get to know them, what they value, you know, their interests. You're like, okay. Then you start to learn, like, man, the people become like so predictable after a while, you know, once you start driving, man. But damn, man, bro, that's pretty good, man. Like, if you if you had to leave the audience with one word before you wrap this up, like, you know, words of encouragement or something to like to describe Uber, you know, some type of um I guess like we'll say like some type of action word.
I would say optimism.
Ooh.
I would say that word has taught me so much because like you might have to go out your way for a customer. You might have to go the extra mile. You might be frustrated. You might have to sit in traffic a little while. You might miss a turn. They might make you miss a turn. But if you just stay just optimism, bro. Just stay happy and positive. You'll be surprised. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised. You might not always have an expectation, but just optimism, man. Just be happy when you drive, you know. Let people go sometimes. If you drive in a city like us, I know you're in the Bay, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of bikes, there's a lot of scooters, a lot of people walking. So like just let people go sometimes and like they gonna see that Uber stick and they're gonna respect you and they're gonna come back, you know. That tip gonna come back, trust me. Like, so just be, you know.
Yeah, man. I 100% agree with that. And the word I'm gonna leave is attitude. If you guys been watching these 2 racks a week calls, or even if this is your first one, you seen the attitude, like the knowledge, you know, the wisdom, the things that he's learned. You know, he said it himself, you've been watching him grow since he been doing this. You know, he take it serious, and you know, I take it serious too. And most of these people that's on these calls take it serious. And one of the common things that we all have in common is an attitude. You know, you got to have the right attitude if you want to do this. You got to have the right attitude if you want to achieve 2 racks a week. You know, and be careful what type of stuff that you fill in your brain with, as far as listening to other people who don't have the same outcomes you want, man. You know, and that's pretty much it. You know, that's what these 2 racks a week call represent, man. So y'all better get to it because we over here getting it, man. You know, I want to thank you for, you know, for coming along, man, like,
For
and
sure. So
sharing your knowledge with me. Like, I appreciate it very much, man.
for sure. Thank you for making it so easy, bro. Like this was smooth and easy, bro. Like it's how it's supposed to be, man.
Yeah, man. Well, until next time, see y'all next week for a 2 racks a week challenge. Holla back. Peace.
Racks a week. Ronnie Speed. Yeah, Ronnie Speed. 60 hours. 2